The EU's SAFE program was supposed to be the crowning achievement of Donald Tusk's current term as Prime Minister of Poland. Billions of euros were to flow to Poland in the form of investments in the defense industry. However, more and more of the program's details are filtering through to the general public, causing public opinion on the program to sour. Tusk sent his men to go to the media and say anyone who doesn't support the SAFE program is a traitor to the state, because they realized they were losing public opinion on the issue. Tusk's government tried to portray the program as a monumental success.
Tak? Dzięki. Słuchajcie, mamy to. 44 miliardy euro dla Polski na obronność z programu SAFE.
Prime Minister Donald Tusk announced the SAFE loan with a great fanfare. Poland was to get the most money of any country. It all sounded beautiful, until the program's details started to gain media coverage. Thanks to the journalists from TV Republika, the narrative presented by the government is slowly falling apart. There are many doubts about the program. Among others, the money can only be used to buy EU military equipment, and the companies set to receive the investment money are currently classified to the public. The main problem, however, is the conditionality clause built into the SAFE loans contract. Officially, the European Parliament can withhold the borrowed money if it judges Poland to be in violation of principles of rule of law or human rights, among others. In practice, this means the EU can withhold the borrowed money at will and force whatever concessions it wants to unblock the money. A similar situation happened in 2023. When the EU withheld almost 60 billion euros of post-COVID reconstruction money originally intended for Poland, only unfreezing it after Donald Tusk's party won that year's parliamentary election. The promise of unblocking that money was a linchpin of Tusk's election campaign and a significant factor in him getting into office. We keep hearing about the SAFE loan as if it were a donation. It is spoken of in such a way that this money is being given to us, rather than it being a loan that will have to be repaid. Polish public opinion has begun to realize the SAFE loan is not the free mountains of gold that Tusk portrayed it as. According to a survey conducted by SW Research for Rzeczpospolita, nearly 40% of respondents believe the SAFE program may serve Germany's interests. Only 1 in 3 disagrees. Tusk and his government know this, which is why they have begun labeling those who do not support this program as traitors.
Jeśli oczywiście prawica i prezydent zrozumieją, na co robią zamach.
Zdrajcy PiS. Zdrajcy PiS.
Polish citizens even staged a demonstration in front of the presidential palace, calling on President Karol Nawrocki to veto the bill when it comes to his desk. As things stand now, a veto seems likely. No to SAFE, not because we don't want armaments, but because SAFE would lock us into dependency on European industry. The SAFE program could easily function the same way as the blocked post-COVID recovery funds did in 2023. In other words, the money would really just be a bargaining chip, leveraging the threat of economic turmoil to win Tusk an election that would normally end with him stepping down as prime minister. The SAFE program is a safety buffer, not for Polish national security, but for Donald Tusk's political career. In 2023, Donald Tusk built his election campaign on the post-COVID recovery fund. Here in Sopot, I make a solemn promise that the day after the elections, I will go and unblock the money from the National Recovery Plan, and we will all feel it. The money from the post-COVID recovery fund was frozen until the previous government, led by current main opposition party Law and Justice, was removed from power. Politicians in Tusk's party made no secret of this. This money will be frozen. Therefore, when we win the next election, it will be unfrozen. In the end, Tusk ended up as prime minister after his party took second place in the election and organized a government coalition.
Musimy zdążyć dzisiaj wieczorem, żeby jutro Tusk i von der Leyen mogli uzgodnić wypłaty 5 miliardów dla Polski. Jest już 20:45. I normalnie o tej porze kończą pracę. Jesteśmy uratowani. Zdążyliśmy. Teraz wszystko w rękach Tuska i von der Leyen.
Today, the SAFE program could fill that very same role as the European Union's leverage against Polish voters.
Polską rządzi fatalny rząd.
Poland is ruled by a terrible government, a terrible coalition government, which is handing over its powers to those west of the Oder River.
Dzień dobry.
The government's narrative of SAFE being a success story is slowly falling apart. Its more nefarious aspects are no longer hidden from the court of public opinion.